everyone, I hope you're having an amazing day. Today I'm coming back to you guys with another Disney pin mail video. I've had a lot of these pins the last few weeks, so they've already been on my board, so if I've got back cards, they're in my cupboard already. Because some of these arrived before I moved back to London and stuff, and I was too excited that I wanted to put them on my board. But I'm going to get straight into it with the first pin, and this pin literally came the day after I just filmed a big pin mail video, which was sod's law really. But it is a fantasy pin of Sven. If you know me, you'll know that I absolutely love Sven. I'm slowly building up a Sven collection, the majority of which is Sven with Olaf. So if you have any Sven pins that you're looking to sell or trade, please let me know. And it is this one lovely baby Sven pin. I'd say it's a fantasy pin. With him holding a little lantern, and the white backgroundy bits are actually sparkly, and it's just so sweet. Next pin that I got, when this arrived, I think I lost my mind. It is stunning. And so if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that I absolutely love fantasy pins. Love them. I think the creativity in them is spectacular, and one thing which I really love is sort of crossover fantasy pins. So I've got sort of Disney with musicals, Disney with Harry Potter, and this one is a Disney and musicals crossover pin, and it is The Princess and the Frog, which is like one of my all-time favourites, and I think my Princess and the Frog collection is potentially my biggest one actually. So it's Princess and the Frog and The Greatest Showman, and I love The Greatest Showman so much. It is ridiculous. So, and it's such a big pin. That's one of the other things. It was quite expensive, but I don't regret it at all. And it was this spectacularly large pin that obviously at the top says "Rewrite the Stars," and it's Tiana and Naveen. I can never remember the characters, but it's the ones that Zendaya and Zac Efron play, and her hair is all sparkly and it's sort of pin on pin. Not hair sparkly, hair sort of tutu thing. I think that's what you would call it. Here is sparkly, and yeah, it's so stunning, like spectacularly stunning, and her boots are sparkly too, and the details on this are just incredible, and it's like the perfect addition to my Princess and the Frog collection, but also my mini, like I've got a pin that is a Hairspray Disney crossover as well, and this I nearly cried when this arrived, because as you can see from like the comparison behind, it's so big and it's so heavy, and it's like pin on pin, and it's just, the details are spectacular. The next pin I've got is a official Disney pin, and this is a 2020 pin, so it came out earlier this year, and I saw it. It didn't come out in the UK, it only came out on the US shop Disney, and I saw it and was like, I need that, I love that, but just could not justify the shipping from the US to the UK from the shop Disney store, because the shipping was like double the cost of the pin. It was outrageous. And then I saw someone on Instagram selling it for like less than cost actually. It was really affordable. And it is the DuckTales the movie Treasure of the Lost Lamp pin. It's a limited edition of 3,000. And yeah, it's sort of the DuckTales Indiana Jones crossover thing, and it's got Donald and Huey, Dewey and Louie, and it's sort of really cool. I love this. I have quite a big Donald collection and a bit of sort of a DuckTales / Huey, Dewey and Louie collection within that as well, and when I saw this I was like, I have to have it. So I held my breath. I didn't get it on eBay, and then I saw this person selling it on Instagram for a good price, so I was like, I need it. So as I mentioned, my Princess and the Frog collection is one of my biggest. I absolutely adore Princess and the Frog. I love Tiana, I love New Orleans. I've never been, but I really want to go. And also Port Orleans Riverside is my favourite Disney resort. It's like my home resort. I feel like probably like the most me and the most calmest chill there of anywhere on the entire planet. And I have two Port Orleans Riverside pins, one of which is actually a Princess and the Frog one. So I saw someone was selling this on Facebook for relatively cheap, and this is another Port Orleans Riverside Resort Princess and the Frog pin. And it is like this. It was slightly cheaper, so as you can see here, it's got the name of the resort, but the E on the end of Riverside is a bit sort of rubbed off, but it's just so pretty, and I've already got one Princess and the Frog Port Orleans pin, so this will go with that perfectly, and it's just so gorgeous. Plus, one of my other collections is Disney parks related, so resorts, hotels and rides. And so I'm trying to get a pin for every Disney hotel I've stayed at. So I now have three Port Orleans ones, one All-Star Resort, so I'm now looking for a Coronado Springs pin, so if you have one that you want to sell, hit me up. And then from the same Facebook seller, I got another pin. I got them at the same time as the Port Orleans Tiana one, and it is a Fantasmic pin. It's a pin on pin. With the show name, I say I collect sort of Disney parks, rides, attractions, pins. It's pin on pin with this bottom bit, and the Fantasmic name is all sparkly. I wish it got mini on, but it is super cool. And so Fantasmic is my favourite show in Walt Disney World. I have Fantasmic t-shirt. I absolutely adore it. So when I saw this, again, it was for a pretty reasonable price. I knew I had to get it for that part of my collection. So the next couple of pins I have come with a bit of a story slash warning slash I think me potentially just being a bit anxious. So Moana is one of my favourite Disney films of all time. I listen to the soundtrack at least twice a week, maybe sometimes more. When I was in my when I was back in the office, so like at the beginning of this year and having quite a stressful time at work, I was listening to the soundtrack like 3 times a day because it just calms me down. It makes me so happy. And I find that Moana pins are quite difficult to find, especially ones that I like. I'm not a big fan of the ones of her as a baby. And so I posted in a few Facebook groups that I'm in that I was looking for Moana pins, either official Disney or fantasy, didn't mind. And a lady messaged me saying that she sold fantasy pins and she got this beautiful Moana profile pin that was fantasy, and I saw it, loved it. The detail is beautiful, and so ordered it from her. And then she was really slow on getting back to me, and then she messaged me saying that she posted it and that she'd let me know the tracking later that day. Obviously it's coming from, she was in the US, so I knew it was going to take longer. But then like 2 weeks later I'd not heard from her, I hadn't had the tracking, so I got back in touch and she then messaged me. She then read it, didn't reply to me for a few days. So then got back in touch and said, hi, like I'm a bit concerned because I've not heard from you, I've not had any update. And then she came back to me and said that she looked on the tracking and it looked like it was being returned to her, which I'm not sure if that was the case. I don't know, maybe she got to post it. So she then asked me what else do I collect because she felt really bad. She wanted to send me some other pins with the Moana one. So I told her, and then again I didn't hear back for like a week. So I was a bit worried that I was kind of getting scammed, because especially the group that she contacted me from wasn't like one of the big Disney pin groups where the admins are quite helpful. It was one where it was like a fancy pin makers own sort of group, but then she so again she hadn't read my messages about even the ones that I said what else I collect and things. I was a little bit concerned. Then she suddenly got back to me with the tracking information, and 2 weeks later the pins turned up, but this was literally probably like a 6-7 week process of me feeling very anxious, being a bit worried that I'd been scammed, but I hadn't. So the pin that I brought in the first place is this beautiful Moana profile pin of her sort of dancing, and she's got the necklace on. It's got all these lovely details in the background and the blue too. It's really gorgeous. Actually, it's more gorgeous in real life than the picture that the lady originally sent me. And yeah, it's really beautiful. And she also sent me 2 Princess and the Frog pins. Apparently these are the first fancy pins that she ever created. Now admittedly the quality of these is quite bad. Like they've got chips on them and marks on them. However, because I didn't pay for them, I can't really complain. So it's 2 pins, as I said, Princess and the Frog, of Tiana and Lottie as like small children, which they are super cute, and from like far away when they're on my board you can't tell that there's any issues, but I don't even know if you can tell there's kind of some lost what's the word, enamel around here, and then like on the bottom of the Lottie pin here it's all like marked and dirty. But these are both LE 50, and as I say, when they're on my board, I have my board just on a little mantle here in my new room, and you can't tell at all, and they are like adorable. So those were sort of, I guess, freebies, because either my assumption is that the woman probably forgot to post it to me, and then when I got back in touch with her a few weeks later she kind of realised and so resent them, kind of obviously resent me the Moana pin and sent me the other ones. So they are super cute. I am considering maybe having them as traders at some point, but because they are probably like C or D grade, I don't really know what I would get for them, but they're on my board and they're super cute for now. This pin that I have is a very small little one, and it's an Epcot pin. If You've been watching a few of my Disney pin videos, and you know that I've had a few Epcot pins come in the last couple of months, and this is actually part of a collection which I currently already have the Mexico Donald and the Chippendale Italy. But then I also have another, so this, I'll show it to you, but it's a Japan mini. I think these are from 2010 by the looks of things. It's really tiny, like in comparison to my finger, that's how big it is. It's really not very big, but it is adorable. Little Japan mini. And it fits, all this collection, this sort of set are really small, but it is adorable and it goes perfectly with, obviously I say I have two others, but I also have a pin from Food and Wine Festival, which is mini in Japan. So I have them all together and it looks super cute, and this sort of prompted a bit of a mini collection, I suppose. But yeah, I'm loving, if you have any of the pins from this set and you're wanting to sell or trade them, do let me know, because I am looking into getting some more of them. As I have obviously Japan mini, Italy Chippendale and Mexican Donald already. But it is a really cool little set. Even if I only have the three, they're super tiny but very cute. Next pin I've got, I actually came, I got two pins from the same cell, so it came with that previous one, and it's a Mulan pin. Now, I haven't had before this got any other Mulan pins in my collection. However, I have got a few fancy pins from a brand called D-Bits, and absolutely love their pins. And they did a Kickstarter for pins that are themed on like sidekicks. And I put in for two of the pins, and they ended up coming out with like 12 because they got such good backing. One of which is Moana, but one of which is an absolutely like incredible looking Mushu. And so I was like, well, I don't want him to be on his own. So I got this this Mulan pin, which is an LE of 1,250, but is a Disney Store exclusive. And it says Mulan pin. With Mulan and the name of the film and this sword. The quality of this isn't great. I was kind of disappointed with that, but it is really cool and I love it. It also does have Mushu on. And what I liked about it was the fact that it was Mulan in her sort of Mulan gear rather than her geisha gear, and it's sort of her kicking ass, and it's got her sword and all that obviously she took from her father, and it's a nice size too for an official pin. And the next pin that I've got is one that again is a Mulan pin, but it's part of a blind, I think it's a blind box series or a blind bag series that seems to be everywhere at the moment. I already have, sorry I'm looking at my board here, I've got 1, 2, 3 of them already, and it's sort of Disney characters with their friends. So I already have the Mickey and Pluto, Ariel and Flounder, and the Huey, and Louie, and this is the Mulan and Mushu one. It's quite small, but really cute, and I love how I've now got 4 from this little set. This is going to go in my very slowly growing now Mulan collection. And to end off, I actually have 5 pins, and I got on an Instagram live sale. Admittedly, I think that maybe the first 2 that I got I may end up keeping as traders, but the last few that I got I'm really happy with. They're all super cute though, so I'm leaving them all on my board for now, and then I'm going to just sort of decide. I've never participated in Facebook live sales, but there's a lady, I think it's called Disney Pin Trader UK, I'll link in the description box anyway, who does Instagram sales where she'll like put them per post, and you just put sold to claim. And so the first 2 that I got are 2015 pins. 2015 was the final trip that we went on with my mum before she passed away. We went for 2 weeks in December, it was amazing. And so I got 2 pins which have 2015 on, and so the first one is this, I think it's meant to be Daisy, which is just super cute. I don't have very many Daisy pins actually, so this kind of might start a bit of a Daisy collection because I do love Daisy a lot. And the other one that I got is another 2015 one, and it is a very, very tiny one, and it's with Minnie looking over some sunglasses looking super swish. I actually bid in the same, well, kind of went for on the same page a Chippendale pin from what I think is this same collection. So I don't know if it was like a blind box or what, but they sort of were all this 2015 sort of design with then a different character, and the other one had Chippendale. And I thought I got that and not this, but it turns out I got the Minnie. But I'm not mad, these are both super cute, and the 2015 kind of has a lot of emotional significance for me. And this is kind of now going in my ever-growing Minnie collection. The next one that I got is this Goofy pin, and it is from the Shanghai Disney Resort grand opening. Now I already have 2 pins from this, the Minnie and the Mickey, so I thought I'd get this. The quality of this, it's quite tarnished, but it is super cute and I love the purple, and I don't have very many Goofy pins, so it's cool to get that, and I think I am going to slowly start building up to getting this the full set of the grand opening of Shanghai Disney Resort. The penultimate pin that I got in the live sale is a Hollywood Studios pin, which still has the hat, the blue Sorcerer Mickey hat on it, and it's got Chip and Dale, and I didn't quite realise the significance of this until it arrived. So it is this pin, I say Hollywood Studios, with the hat and with Chip and Dale. As you can see here, it's got the D because it was a pass holder how do I even pronounce that? A pass holder commemorative collection pin, I think from the D23 Expo or something like that, but it is just super cool, and this is in my sort of resorts, parks, hotels collection for Disney World, and I just love it because it's got the hat on. I miss that Sorcerer Mickey hat like nobody's business. And then the final pin that I got during the live sale on Instagram, I think is my favourite pin, potentially this whole haul actually. Definitely anyway out of the ones I got in the live sale, and it is a Moana pin, which I am completely in love with, and it's a Happy Holidays 2019 pin that is from the Polynesian Resort. It's a LE of 3000, so they did this same design for all of the resorts, but each resort had a different colour scheme and a different character, so this middle then turns, so that says Polynesian. Not been to the Polynesian, but I got this because of the Moana design of her and Pua. It's just flipping cute, and it's the perfect addition to my Moana collection. I said I want more Moana pins. I can't necessarily seem to find ones that I love, and I fell in love with this, so I was so excited to get it. And it's just so cute how Moana and Pua are cuddling, and Pua's face is just the cutest thing in this, I have to say. It's so cute, and I love the colouring of it too. So those are all of the pins that I picked up in the last sort of, I would say 2 or 3, maybe even 4 weeks actually. This video has been a long time coming, so I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if you collect pins, and if you've got any pins for sale or trade that are in sort of the same themes that I have, as I'd love to see your collections. And if there's anything that was on my board that you might be interested in, do let me know, because some of them I am open to trading or selling. My camera is now flashing at me as it's about to die, so I'm going to wrap this up now, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe if you did. I post videos normally once a week on a Sunday, and they are Disney pin hauls, Disney videos, book reviews and vlogs. There's always stuff coming from me. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I shall see you soon. Bye.